Good evening, good evening. We're about to get started on the radio here. Wait just a little bit. We'll get started. Is this frequency in use? This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Put the mic up just a little bit there. Is this frequency in use? November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW. Anyone on the frequency? What just happened? Yeah, it was. Todd, yeah, as soon as I got off work, the family's out of the house and stuff, so I was like, all right, I'll take advantage of some of that free time there. So my radio just go nuts on me. I think it was that new program I was trying. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Anyone on the frequency? Is this frequency in use? CQ, CQ, CQ from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ40, CQ40, CQ40. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Hey Todd, how's it going tonight? It's been a active day today. We had Alex stream, we had busy day in Discord, a lot going on. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. We got Kilo Foxtrot 0, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Clint in the house tonight. How is it going, sir? I swear, one of these days, whenever, yeah, I think Alex is still live, now that I think about it. He was busy. 20 was really good today. Honestly, I'm kind of sort of thinking about switching over to 20. I know it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. By the way, we've got snow falling just north of us, and if I'm looking at my tower cam correctly, that may be snow up there coming down. It's probably melting as soon as it hits the ground. It's 43. It's still a little too warm. Yeah, 34 degrees just north of us, and they got snow falling. So okay, so he is off his YouTube live now. CQ, CQ, CQ from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ 40 meters. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Anyone, anywhere for November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ and standing by. I'm doing pretty good, Clint. It was a busy day working today. Technically, I'm still working from home, but it was nonetheless a very busy day. Spent my lunch break out. I had to take some stuff up to the trash, so filled up the back of the truck and headed out on my lunch to kind of take a drive out of the house. So, amen to that, Todd. We are definitely blessed. That's for sure. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. And you guys, I'm on 7.265. 7.265. Until I can get a camera to actually show what frequency I'm on. Either that or I'll trying to get that program to work. I know Alex was talking about Ham Radio Deluxe, which I believe is about $100, but if I could get it to work with my system, that would be awesome. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Anyone, anywhere. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. CQ, CQ, CQ from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Either I've got to get more power or figure out something with this antenna. Again, I'm kind of new to just sitting here calling CQ or having voice communications. Real big on digital. I'm trying to break my way through into voice, though. Awesome, Clint. Glad to see you're doing good, or glad to hear you're doing good. A little bit of both. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ on 40 meters. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Anyone, anywhere from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. Playing around with some of my video settings here just to see what works best. Oh, the wife is calling. Just one moment, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had my wife and my mother-in-law were in town, and they had a flat. Went to Walmart, and they said that they were short-staffed and could not fix it. So they're going to try and air it up again and get it to a Walmart that's about 10 minutes away, so they should be able to make it. So anyways, family comes first. Oh, Daniel's in here. Awesome. Good evening, sir. I've been off the frequency for a little bit, so let me check and see if anybody's still on here. Is this frequency in use? November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey. Whoops, I kind of scanned around on 20 and had it on upper sideband. Whoops. Is this frequency in use? This is November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey. N5WXW. Is this frequency in use? We're down to 42. We were 44 earlier. It is, guys, just to let you know the situation here, we got snow, or half an inch of snow, maybe like 50 to 100 miles north of here. It's 34 degrees up there, and it's 42 here. And we're pretty consistently dropping. And if you look at the tower camera in the stream, it's coming down harder than it was earlier. So CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Anyone, anywhere from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, running 100 watts barefoot from Southern Tennessee. This is November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ. Yeah, Todd, it's weird how that works. It can be too warm throughout the day, and the ground does not cool nearly as fast as what some would think. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ on 40 meters. This is November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Yeah, Todd, it's gonna be a cold one tonight, that's for sure. Forgot what exactly our low is, but I know around the time that the rain's coming through and should be mixing over to snow. And again, guys, I'm on 7.265, so if you guys have a radio, see if you hear anybody on 7.265, whether it's me or somebody else. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ, 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 CQ from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, anyone, anywhere calling on this beautiful Thursday night. This is November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ and standing by. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is November 5, Whiskey, X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ and standing by. Sounds like somebody's trying to tune up with a tone. This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. 100 watts barefoot from Southern Tennessee. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey calling CQ. And again, guys, anybody joining to the what appears to be 5 people on here? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Just doing a little CQing that I've done the past couple of times that I've done this, but they say just be persistent and they will come. CQ, CQ, CQ from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW calling CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Another thing too, I'm not thinking the weather is going to be helping my situation much either. We are under some pretty thick rain. No lightning. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, but pretty thick rain showers. Actually, some of the thickest of the day, so... You know what, we'll just scan around and see since I haven't gotten anybody back yet. This will probably be one of those shorter live streams, but... This is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Nothing heard on the previous CQ calls. IBQRT. So let's see who else is on here. There we go. And I'm probably calling CQ a little bit too high in the frequency. I was 7.265. My range is between 175 and 265, so I may try and squeeze some room down lower next time I do that. Yeah, I think that's accurate as well. I need to find a frequency that's pretty frequently open as well. What in the world? There's so many like jamming stations on tonight. Not like the good kind of like jamming out stations, like they're intentionally... November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey N5WXW. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey.
Thank you for the contact, sir.
Nice, Clint. Yeah, it's a nice and cool one for all of us tonight, except for Alex down in Florida. He's probably enjoying that Miami weather. November 5, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Roger, November 5, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey, N5WXW. November 5, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Nope, couldn't get through. Looking at his page here to see what he's running. November 5, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Yeah, just it's loud now. November 5, Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. No. That was Whiskey 2, Mike Golf Foxtrot on 7.204. Let me lower this just a little bit. Panama. Gosh, what a pile up. That's on 7.192, guys.
November 3, Mike Oscar November. And you are 0.9 minutes, Joseph, you went to
That's on 7.220 right now. We're broadcasting all kinds of stuff tonight. I'm just curious. I highly doubt it would be worth anything, but I'm going to check 20 meters. Just out of curiosity. Should be way too late for it, but... Yeah, Todd, sometimes I like to call 40, or at least the contacts that I've made in the past on 40 have been either like in the morning or the afternoon into the night sometimes. If you've got good power, you can do 40 late at night, but sometimes 40 is pretty good at night in general. 20, not so much. That's why I was just kind of getting up here to scan around on it just to see. Another thing too, like I said, I've got pretty thick weather in the area, so that's probably not helping me out much. Yeah. What do you mean by gray line? Exactly. Or in reference to, at least. I can't broadcast on 80, but we'll check it out and see how it's looking. Is it 3.600? Rag chewing. Okay. I get what you're saying now.
or 20 word that code test was a straight key, but I did. Oh, no, I did.
Yeah, 80 is a lot of basically local rag chewing. It seems, 100 to 500 miles away if you get really good power, but that's why I think if I go with any kind of beam, it'll be like a tri-beam that does like 10, 15, 20 meters, mainly for 20. 20 is a great longer distance band. But yeah, 40, as far as digital goes, like you can use it during the day or at night. It'll do better at night, but I'm going to guess there's a whole lot of politics on here tonight. So we'll try and skip through all that. Yeah, I started looking at N5 wire dipoles last night. I'm looking at getting 80 in here as a possibility. Let me go back and check 40 one more time. 7 will start out where I can start out, which is 1.175. Yeah, I'm watching that tower camera up there because we're down to 41 now, so we're not far from being in the snow area. Welcome anybody that's on the stream there. Right now we're just kind of scanning because I'm not having a whole lot of luck getting out of here. Oops, excuse me. With the weather in the area.
Well, the way I understand it is it saves the transceiver from any voltage coming back and light coming back into the chain. 47 Echo America 3 Japan Echo Echo America 3 Japan Echo over.
I think that was Echo Alpha 7 Juliet Echo, which is a Spain station. This is a very powerful station on 7.200. Trying to figure out if this station is legit or not, honestly. Echo. Okay. Not sure what the echo is about. He's got a mic that's just kind of got a real strong echo to it. He's got to be pushing a lot of power to be sounding like that.
If you want to hear the song and see our video, you can see it on Facebook. Go to Embassy of Denmark in Romania and you will find this video.
That's an AM station that was playing. This is on 7.218.
Christmas is the most important winter holiday.
Yep. I know I'm not. I was about to say, I know I'm not outside of my limits here. Yeah, Todd, if I didn't respond to you already, yeah, that's a really good idea for 80. Here you can make really clear contacts with 80, especially at night. See if anybody else was up around the area I was trying to call CQ. Just not a whole lot on tonight. That is mixed precipitation. Last I looked, it was rain and like a mix. We had sleet earlier today. Yeah, no, we had sleet earlier and it's 40 now, so I feel like it's probably going to switch over to a good sleet snow mix or all the way to snow here in just a little while. So we've got heavy precipitation moving in right now, which is really kind of going to cool the atmosphere off even more, so that'll excuse me, that'll really help out our temperatures. So, well, guys, thank you for joining tonight. There's just not a whole lot going on. I've got weather in the area. Just can't really hear a lot. Nobody can hear me, as far as I can tell. Thankfully, Alex got to hear me earlier today. That was a lot of fun. So, well, I will say 73 for now. Again, this was kind of another test stream, just kind of getting things going, getting things started. I need to work on some graphics. That way it's not just, well, wait, it's down here. This little area down here, I'm going to try and make a banner to go across there and some animating things that we can do. So, well, thank you guys for joining. I'll leave the stream up for a little bit. If you guys want to chat or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna go get me some dinner and stuff and see once this precipitation moves out, it may be really good behind that front. I know normally when we have frontal passages, we get really good propagation. So we'll see how that goes. So 73 guys from November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. I will talk to you guys in the chat. Or if you're listening and have not joined our chat, it's K5YVY's chat. I really need to get that in my description of my live videos there. So anyways, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining if you're still in here with me. And hopefully things will be a little bit better next time. And eventually I'll have one of these live streams where I'm actually talking to people on the radio. So this is strike number 3. But I think it's mainly because of the weather. So we'll make adjustments as we go and until we get things right here. So 73 guys, this is November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. I will be clear.